Do you ever feel like everything is going crazy, everything is going out of control? You're just trying to level up to the next level, to the next stage of your life, but yet everything seems out of your hands, and you're about to give up, but then you also see the light at the end of the tunnel. For example, when I was in school, I was also working, trying to take care of my kids along with my husband. And I had used my computer for the last 2.5 years while I was in this program. And the last month, my computer was started to turn off. Like the screen, it wouldn't turn on, but the computer itself would. And that's just one example of like how everything, but I wasn't giving up because I knew that I was graduating within 8 weeks. All I had to do was do it for 8 weeks. And the computer lends out laptops, but the keyboard was different than mine. And during this medication calculation exam that you can only miss 3 times or you're kicked out of the class, I kept getting it wrong because the keyboard setup was wrong. Or like doing examinations where we had to do medication calculations, I kept typing in the wrong numbers. Because again, I was so used to using my computer and that keyboard setup that it was natural. I don't know. But, I came to realize that everything was not falling apart. That in the midst of all the chaos, everything was falling into place. I just did not have a bird's eye view of things. I didn't know what tomorrow brought. I didn't know what my life would look like here for 3 or 4 months after graduating, 4 or 5 months after that incident of my computer breaking down and just having to do all this extra clinical work that I wasn't expecting. Me stopped working because it was just too much for me. And how was I gonna pay for my bills and things like that? So I felt like everything was out of control. I felt that no matter how much I try to better myself, better my life, that I would never have it to where I would have peace. I just really want, I want peace of mind. I want time. And so I just felt that I would never have that. And also another example is when I was orientating, I think the max we take is 5 patients in my unit, but it's really more up to 10 patients because sometimes you're discharging your patient. So even if you start with 4, you really have 4 plus because you have 24 hours to find out what's wrong with the patient. You have 24 hours, and either they get they get sent home because they're healthy enough to be at home and be done in an outpatient setting with a primary care provider, or them going to the specialist, visit them within like next 2 weeks or less, where they are sick enough that it's not an observation patient but more of an inpatient patient, and they get sent to the floor in the hospital. So I went from having 1 patient and it was all great to having 2 patients and it was all great. When I had the 3rd patient, oh my Jesus, let me tell you, I was so miserable. I was crying. I was like holding back tears before giving medications at 9 a.m. My day starts at 7, like after receiving a report, and I was just already feeling overwhelmed with everything that I had to document and everything that I had to learn, and having to talk to the doctors, and just being more independent. But Now that I've been having, that was like week 4 or 5. I'm in week 8 now out of 12. Um, and I sit back and I laugh because I will record myself because I wanted to upload this to Instagram as my new grad residency, and I didn't want to upload it because I didn't want to shine a negative light on nursing to all the student nurses that I have following me on my page, or the new grads, or people who are looking into nursing, because there are already enough people that say that nursing, they paint nursing in a bad light, that I just didn't want to be another person. But looking back into it now, I think I am gonna upload those snips and videos because I just want to keep it real. I wanted to keep it to where it was just 1 or 2 weeks of my life in my entire nursing career of 2 months. Yay! um, Everything felt so out of place. Everything felt chaotic. I never thought to myself, like, why did I do this to myself? Like, why did I go into nursing? Like, don't feel burned out anymore. I still wake up happy and energetic and looking forward to learning new things. But just know that when your life feels chaotic, when your life feels out of control, that maybe your life is not falling apart, just know that it's falling into place. So going forward, whenever I feel like that I'm trying to level up, it's just the universe helping me handle things. It's the universe helping me get rid of shit that I don't need in my life, helping me align with myself, my vision, my wants of what I want, what I communicate that I want, that I'm going to achieve. And it's just aligning me with my vision of what I want out of life for me, myself, for my family, my daughters, my marriage, and yeah. So going forward, even though it's chaotic, just remember that if you're putting negativity into the world, the universe is just helping you align to that vision that you have. If you wake up and say, I have no energy, guess what? The universe, the spirits, the vibes are going to align with that and really have you have a hectic day. Oh, but if you wake up and the first thing you say is, I'm fully rested, guess what? You're going to be vibrating. You're going to be youthful. It's going to go great. The universe, the spirits, the vibes are going to align that for you as well. So I just think it's really important to manage our thoughts, not to the point where it's positive, toxic, where it's toxic positivity, rather than just minding what you say to yourself. But yeah.